Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a color retouch and also some highlights. So we did a partial highlight. So this is what the hair looks like right now. She has about 8 to 10 months of regrowth, and I am going to go in and bump up her base since she is a natural level like 4, and her ends are about an 8, 9. Or actually I would say an 8. So I am going to be bumping up her base with Matrix So Color in 9 Ash, and I like to go 9 so it really like bumps it up and gets her pretty light. And so I am just gonna section her off into the like the pattern that I'm gonna do her highlights. So I did a really long mohawk section from the front all the way to like the middle of the back of the head. And before I do the highlights, I'm just gonna do the color. So I'm just putting it on her regrowth area where it is dark, and I'm gonna try not to like overlap, because that's how you get bands and like crazy colors. So I'm gonna go in and just go all around the perimeter. So I'm gonna start with all the parts of the sections. So now that all of the like edges of the parts are done, I'm gonna go in and section by section I am going to be coloring her roots. So I'm starting right here in the middle like mohawk section, and I'm gonna apply a generous amount of color and make sure that it is very saturated, because she has very dark hair. So if I miss a spot, it's gonna be super noticeable. So I am not skimping with my color here. I'm really making sure to saturate, and I think I used 20 volume on her. This was a while ago, so I can't really remember, but it is Matrix So Color 9 Ash, and I'm just applying that basically all over her head. So once I have applied all of the color on her regrowth area, I am now going to go in with my lightener, and I did make sure to mix my lightener after I did her color because I don't want the lightener to sit and swell and like lose its like potency. So I mixed up her lightener, and then I'm going to start right at the hairline in the front in the mohawk section, and I am going to make sure to saturate. Each section I'm doing small parts with a thin weave, and I really wanted to brighten her up because she hadn't been here at the salon for a good long while. Like I said earlier, it's probably between 8 and 10 months. So her hair did get a little orangey, a little brassy. So with these highlights, my goal is to brighten her up a bit and also break the base a little bit because we are putting a color on the dark area, and it's just going to be all like one flat color. So with the highlights, it's going to have dimension and it's going to look really nice. So I did closer sections together up front, and now I'm doing bigger like weaves, as you can see there, but I'm still making sure to saturate, and I'm sort of blending the lightener in with the color so that we have a nice blend and there's no harsh lines. So I am just continuing up the mohawk section, and I started standing in front of her so I could get all of those front pieces done. And now that I'm getting towards like the top of the head, I walked to the back behind her, and now it's just going to be easier for me and I don't have to be like in her face. So I am going to be doing that whole mohawk section all the way to the back. And then for some reason my camera stopped recording when I did her sides, but I did do those two side sections next to her ears, and for those I did an angled section the same way that her hairline is going from like her forehead down to her ear. In that same angle, I'm just gonna foil back to back with a thin weave all the way to the back of that section. So for this partial highlight, we just did the mohawk section and then the two side sections to really brighten up around her face. And I did make sure to part her mohawk section really far back to like the middle of the back of her head. That way she does have some brightness at the back of her head, so it's not like just bright around the front and then darker around the back. So for whatever reason, my camera didn't record all of the side sections that I did, but when I go to wash her out, you will be able to see all the foils on the side of her head. So as far as processing time, I like to just check my foils, check the first ones that I've done after every little section. So here you can see that I did do all of the both sides of her head, and I'm just going in and removing all of the foils once the time is done. So basically I don't really go by like a specific time. I just make sure that the lightener has done its job. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna rinse her out really, really well, since she has color on her roots and it's not just lightener. I like to really rinse a few times, and then I go in and shampoo and condition. For this one, I don't think I toned her. I wasn't really doing using toner a few months back when I opened my salon, but now I love toner and I use it for everyone now, especially obviously blondes. So I make sure to go in and wash her hair and really, really, really scrub her scalp so she does not have any leftover color in her hair when she leaves the salon. So unfortunately, this is the last little bit of recording I did on my camera. I think it died, but yeah, I wanted to show you guys how I did this color and highlight, which is very, very common, especially with the ladies that have grays in the front or anywhere in their hair, and they want to have highlights and just blend those grays away. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be showing pictures here in a minute of what it looked like after, and it did look really, really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something, and if you did like it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more fun hair videos, and I will be doing nail videos as well coming up soon. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.